The new Warzone map Urzikstan has a big problem, and it's a problem that ruins the gaming experience as a whole for players in a very frustrating way, and for once it isn't SBMM that I'm talking about. The problem I'm talking about is to do with server instability and how crashes during mid-games, timing out while queuing into games, high packet loss when you get into a game, and lagging servers even when you have good latency is ruining people's experience, including mine, across the board. With the latest patch notes that were brought out with Urzikstan's release, this is the best Warzone has felt in a long time, with one-shot snipers back, movement being improved, and the weapons fairly balanced to a certain extent. But how can we enjoy this if we can't play for an hour or less without crashing or having some instability issues? This is an issue that shouldn't be tolerated by a multi-billion-dollar company. I'm not much of a tech head when it comes to servers and what makes them work, but I do know that servers operate off something called tick rate. And to simplify this, if you don't know, tick rate is how often a game refreshes its information. Usually it's measured in hertz. So for example, a 128 tick server will update 128 times per second. This is how things are rendered onto your screen per second. A higher tick rate provides a much smoother and more responsive gaming experience. So if you're ever in a game and it feels like you're hitching or stuttering while you have good latency, this is definitely the servers not working effectively. Call of Duty Warzone servers operate on one of the lowest tick rates possible of about 20 ticks per second, which they certainly haven't changed since Modern Warfare 3's roll around, and is understandable why some games feel so janky and horrible, and why you are getting kicked mid-game or not even getting into games at all. Tick rates this low will definitely reduce the precision of the simulation, which in this case the simulation is Warzone, and it's a joke compared to some other online shooters that have a lot higher tick rates, like Valorant for instance, which has 128 ticks per second servers, and Counter-Strike, which has 64 ticks per second servers, and I'm sure they've improved that up to 128 since the release of Counter-Strike 2. It's just incredibly bad for a company that has all that money behind them to not pump it into creating new servers to provide the audience with a much better experience overall. And I hate being the person to complain about stuff like this, but it's just because I want the game to be playable just like everyone else out there. And I do feel like this isn't something that's new. It's a problem that we've faced within Call of Duty for quite some time now, but as always this might be something that takes its time to get fixed, and at this stage I'm not really surprised. I don't understand why listening to the community is so hard to do, as we are the ones that play the game after all. If you represent yourself as a AAA gaming company, you should act like it. And yes, the graphics in COD are AAA for sure, and we are slowly getting there with the gameplay aspect in Modern Warfare 3, but servers are probably one of the most important factors in the game, as it's the servers that we are all playing on. I understand that not everybody is experiencing these problems. Some streamers on Twitter praise Call of Duty for not having any server issues at all, and others being the complete opposite. I don't know why for some people this isn't happening and for others it is. Maybe it's way more complicated than I thought on how it all works. I have lots of appreciation for the people that create any game and all the logistics that come with it, and I'm not taking away from how hard or easy it is to fix this problem I've outlined here, but it needs to be sorted sooner rather than later for all of our sakes. I'd like to hear all of your thoughts and opinions on this down in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more. I'll see you all next time.